Welcome to Kdrama Lover. Today, we are explaining Kdrama Love Next Door. Comeback Episode 1 of Love Next Door features a group of friends on a hiking trip. Two of them are neighbors who can't help but flaunt their successful children. Choi Sing-hyo, a star architect, and Bae Seok-ryu, an employee at a renowned firm in the US, earning an unimaginable amount of money. While they bicker about whose child is more successful, Sing-hyo receives an award as a co-founder of an architecture firm, while Bae Seok-ryu suddenly returns to Korea amidst the hype surrounding her upcoming marriage. Bae Seok-ryu's childhood friend, Jung Mo-eun, who is also the daughter of one of her mother's friends, picks her up from the airport. They reminisce about their childhood over tteokbokki. It's not until Seok-ryu hides from her brother that we realize there's something suspicious about her sudden arrival. Since Mo-eun, being a paramedic, has to leave early, Seok-ryu meets another childhood friend, or as she calls him, her mother's friend's son, Sung-hyo. You'd expect long-lost friends to be thrilled to see each other, but it turns out Sung-hyo and Seok-ryu aren't as fond of each other as one might expect. "What are you doing here?" is amusingly the first thing Sung-hyo asks Seok-ryu. After a bit of bickering over Seok-ryu standing on Sung-hyo's land, Seok-ryu ends up hiding inside a large packing box when her mother and her friends return from their hiking trip. After some pleading, Sung-hyo helps Seok-ryu avoid her mother's wrath. She then sneaks into Sung-hyo's new office building, nearly damaging $1 million piece of metal that Sung-hyo claims is an artifact. Here we learn that as kids, Seok-ryu often unintentionally hurts Sung-hyo, as shown by the scar on Sung-hyo's back, where Seok-ryu once accidentally pushed him into barbed wire snare. Elsewhere, Mo-eun rushes to an emergency call and tries to handle a particularly difficult homeless man. Here she meets Kang Dan-ho, who is later revealed to be a writer searching for touching tales about ordinary people. Meanwhile, Sung-hyo and Seok-ryu head towards their house, with Seok-ryu preparing for war by donning multiple layers of clothing to protect herself from her ruthless mother, as she knows she's done something that will surely earn her a beating. But Seok-ryu hadn't anticipated that her parents, along with Sung-hyo, would overhear her telling Sung-hyo that she'd broken off her engagement. All hell breaks loose when her mother charges at her with a bunch of leaks in a chaotic slapstick comedy. We find out that not only did Seok-ryu call off her wedding, but she also resigned from her job and moved permanently back home. Amidst her mother's lashings and her father's dramatic fainting, Sung-hyo and Seok-ryu manage to escape together, sitting in a park until the situation calms down. For the record, her layers of clothing did protect her from her mother's leak-laden assaults. Seok-ryu confides in Sung-hyo about how she felt lost under the burden of moving to a different country, starting a new job, and planning a wedding. Going at full throttle all the time like that overloaded my CPU. The screen went blank and the keys stopped working, so I had no choice but to reboot myself, she tells Sung-hyo. They return home when Sung-hyo receives a call from Seok-ryu's brother, with her mother promising not to beat her again Asian mom style. But that's revealed to be a hoax as chaos ensues yet again, this time with Seok-ryu trapped inside the house thanks to Sung-hyo's mischievousness. In the closing scene, we see a young Seok-ryu protecting an equally young Sung-hyo from bullies. Now that she's back, it's going to get chaotic again, adds Sung-hyo as the episode ends. Do let us know your first impression and thoughts about this K-drama explanation. Love Next Door in comments. See you soon.